¿Qué pasa, raza? That's in other words, what's up, my people? I'm heading off to the store. I just dropped off the Wi-Fi like always. You know, the same old bullshit. And I'm off to the store. I just stopped in the bank, get some money. I had no money. I had no cash. Anyway, here we go. Alright, so I finished shopping. I bought a bunch of garbage. A bunch of garbage. $80 worth of garbage.
Good morning, it's Friday. Hey, how you doing, guys? It's your boy Joe. Hey, did you know that in New York City it's against the law to walk your monkey without a collar? Later.
Okay, guys, so anyway, I'm over here. I'm gonna blog real quiet because I got the window open and the super is standing outside with, I guess the landlord figured that you know, I live in an apartment building, and when you go out to throw the garbage, the stairs is kind of like messed up, and somebody almost fell. I almost fell because it's rickety, you know, it's wobbly. So they're changing it. That's a good thing. They're taking care of this building. I like to see landlords that take care of their building, because otherwise I ain't paying a rent. No. Anyway, let me show you what they're doing. See here? They're taking down this old one. This green one there, they're taking that one down. And they're putting up a new one. Because when you walk out that door, I mean, the rails are like wobbly. So, yeah, so they're fixing that, which is a good thing. Just thought I'd show you what they were doing. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm gonna make coffee. Always add a little salt to your coffee. You see a little white spot? That's salt. Always add salt to your coffee. It always makes coffee taste better. I know you can't see me. It makes your coffee taste better. Right now, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna jump in the shower. I gotta go pick up Stella at sister's house tonight, in Huda. And that's it. I'm just jumping in the shower right now, real quick.
Sorry. Guess where I am? No, I'm in the drugstore. I fooled you. I'm waiting for a prescription. Yeah, I have to get, once a month, forget it. It's a run to the drugstore, you know, for all my medication. So, there you go. That's what I'm doing here now. So I fooled you, huh? That's what I was trying to do. Take you for a ride. But anyway, I'm here, you know, I'm waiting. I have to wait, you know. Yeah, because I give them the prescriptions. I gotta wait. There's no, you know, if, and, or buts. Hey, without that medication, I'm not here. I wouldn't be here talking to you. Anyway, I'm just keeping in touch. Keeping you posted. All right, later.
Hey, good morning, peeps. Leon here. Should have said that a long time ago. Anyway, these fucking people come down here to practice driving with driving schools. Traffic has been crazy today. People don't know how to drive. This is my gripe in New York City. What the hell is going on? I went to take my wife to work, and they put a dumpster right in the middle of the block. Like 50 cars waiting, couldn't pass. We all had to back out because they put the dumpster in the middle of the fucking block. What the hell? And then these people, you see like this white car here? These people that come with their goddamn dogs to walk them in the park. Take them in the fucking street. What are you going to do? Look at her. She's over there walking her goddamn dog. You couldn't walk them in the street somewhere? By your house? You have to take them to the park to do what? Jesus. People with their animals and they're driving, and it's driving me crazy, man. Can't stand New York City. So don't come to New York. I'm telling you, it's the worst place to live. Especially in my neighborhood. Or a bunch of yuppies, they all think they're high class and shit. Pfft. This place has changed, man. You know? Anyway, listen, I'm annoyed today. I got a story to tell you later. I'll be talking to you later about it's called, what's it called? You know when you fall asleep and you can't move? It's like sleep paralysis. Yeah, that's my story to you about sleep paralysis. Stay tuned for that one.
Remember when my brother and I were talking about that this was the part of Sunnyside Gardens that was dedicated to, this is a monument dedicated to all the boxers that fought at Sunnyside Gardens. Just wanted you to take a look at that. And my father was part of that because he was the featherweight champion of Puerto Rico. And he came from the Army. He was a featherweight champion there. And he came to New York City to become a professional fighter here in New York City. So just wanted to show you this. And so you see that there's a monument here at Wendy's on Queens Boulevard and Sunnyside Gardens Arena Street. Okay, just wanted to let you know. Cool, huh? Very nice. It commemorates my father too. Okay, later.
Well, here's my story. It's called sleep paralysis. You know, I did some investigation about it. It was a little weird when I first when it first happened to me. It started out back in 1973. I was sleeping on a bed in my girlfriend's house. I was taking a snooze and nap, you know. And something came out of under the bed. It looked like. Well, what happened was I was sleeping, and then when I opened my eyes, I felt something tugging on my foot. And when I looked, it looked like a demon, a devil. I don't know what, but I kicked it with my other foot. I was able to move after a couple of minutes after it was started. I got scared shitless, you know. I kicked it with my foot, and it just like it went away. That was the first time, and I thought maybe it was just a dream, you know, sleep. Never experienced it again, you know, before. Then the second time, me and her had moved to another location. We had a baby. My son was 6 months old. This is the second time. And I was sleeping. We used to sleep in twin beds. She slept on one side. On one side of the room, I slept on the other side of the room. There was a bureau in the middle. We didn't sleep together because, well, we never did. Only in the first apartment. Anyways, so this is what happened. I woke up. It was like, I don't know. I just like felt funny because I felt like something was like in my ear, go like a growling in my ear. You know what I'm saying? So I woke up and I wasn't able to move, and the clock was next to me and I could see it was 3 o'clock, and I could hear this growling in my ear next to me. So with my peripheral vision, I kind of like could see a little bit, like I'm looking sideways, like but I couldn't move, and I could see it was like it was like a devil, man. It had big teeth, was dripping. He was like, on top. He was so furious. He wanted to eat me alive, man. That's how I felt. So I start trying to scream, and all I can do is like that kind of thing, But I couldn't move. I'm trying to call my ex-girlfriend, and nothing was happening. I was like scared shitless, and I'm saying, what the hell is that, Then I look towards the foot of my bed, and I see in the darkness this figure come at me, come out. And it was like a hooded figure. It had a hood on, but it was carrying a child. And to me, I thought, I don't know who it was, but to me, I thought maybe it's Jesus. I mean, I don't know. I didn't know what the figure was. And it started to talk to me. But it wasn't talking to me. I couldn't see the face. Nor the baby. I could see, I know it was a baby. No, I couldn't see the baby's face. I just knew he was carrying a child. And it started to talk to me. And it was telling me mentally, not with words, mentally. It was telling me, close my eyes, go back to sleep. And to me, since I thought it was Jesus, I mean, I loved God and Jesus. I trusted it, so I did exactly what it said. Go back to sleep. So I closed my eyes, and when I closed my eyes, a second later, I opened them again, and I was able to move. There was no devil, there was no figure in front of me, and it was still 3 o'clock in the morning. That was like a freak out. Then the third time was I was with this other girl, and this years later, I was with this other girl. We were married though, my third wife, and we were sleeping in the basement. We had a basement apartment. It was nice. It was pretty nice. And we were sleeping, and all of a sudden I woke up, and I was sleeping like flat like this, my head pillow under my neck, and I started feeling a tingling sensation through my whole body. It was just like tingling, like if you did acid or something. I don't know how many people did acid. I used to do acid when I was a kid. I shouldn't be telling you these things. But anyway, I was stoned. I felt like I was stoned or something. I was tripping, and my whole body was tingling, and only my eyes could move. But in the corner of my eye, I could see this cloud. It was like a fluffy cloud bouncing around the room. Bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. And I'm going, what the hell is that, man? But when it bounced and it went into my face, I couldn't breathe. I said, oh my God. And I punched at it, and I was able to move. That was the third time. That was a freaky one. Then I have other stories, like the time this kid, I was in the hospital sick, and I was laying in bed, and every time I felt like, I don't know, as a kid, I was like 13, 14 years old, I always slept in a bed, but regular, but when sometimes I had this urge to sleep the other way around in the bed, like my head on the foot side of the bed, and every time that happened, somebody would die. And that was weird because, it was just an urge that I had to do it. It didn't matter if I didn't want to do it, I had to do it. I had to sleep at the foot of the bed, and somebody would die. There was a kid in isolation. You could see him because I was in a room with 6 beds. 6 kids were in the room. 6 of us. And I was sleeping at the foot of the bed one night. But I could see the other there's a kid that was in isolation all by himself in another room, but like the rooms had glass, you could see in other rooms, you know. And so anyway, I was sleeping in the foot of the bed, and the kid that was supposed to be in isolation tapped me in the head. He came to my room. Out of all of us, out of all 6 of us, he came to me and he tapped me on the head here. So I look up like this, you know, and he says, you know where I can catch the train? And I said, this guy's a little off. Train, he must be sleepwalking. I said, no, the train, there's no train. He goes, no, but I need to catch the train. And I said, I understand that. I tell you what. And I thought, you know, I said, let me tell him, just go back to the room, wait for it. So I told him, go back in your room and wait for the train there. It'll come by and pick you up. And he goes, are you sure? And I said, trust me, it'll come by and pick you up. He went back in his room. The next day, he was dead. True story, he was dead. I don't know what he died from. I don't know if that was a ghost that came to talk to me, or it was the kid himself, but whatever it was, it touched me physically, so I know it had some kind of form to it. I don't know if it was a ghost or it was a kid. But he was dead the next day. That was freaky. But that's not the only thing that's happened to me. There's a lot of things that's happened to me. You know? I no longer sleep at the foot of the bed. I'm too scared to. I don't care if the urge is there. I'll stay up. You know? I won't do it. I don't do it no more. It freaks me out. But lately I've been seeing shadows, you know, like from the corner of my eye a lot. Sometimes they come slow and they go away. Sometimes they come fast, right in front of me, you know. So, I don't know. That's something that's been happening lately for a while. So I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. But sometimes I wake up and I can't sleep because I feel a presence in my room. Well, here's another story. I remember my son, when we lived with my father. We had our own house. My father would sleep downstairs on the first floor, and I was upstairs with my son, my younger son, on the second floor. But he was little. He was like 8, about 8 years old. And one night we were sleeping, and he never woke me up. He always respected the fact that I sleep and don't bother me. But the next day we went to sleep, but the next day he said, Dad, you know, my son was born with I know I'm jumping, but my son was born with an oval shaped pupil. It's called Cambola, and the eye doctor says it's like 1 in a million. I mean, he could see real good in the dark from that one eye, like a cat. It looks like a cat eye, the pupil. And so he could always see in the dark real good. And we always slept in the dark in the second floor, you know. But he said that night he woke up and he saw a little boy running back and forth from one room to the other. And he would peek in and smile at my son and run back into the other room. And my son didn't get up because he just didn't. I guess maybe he was a little fearful. He didn't want to wake me up. He just dealt with it. But he also said there was a big, tall, hooded guy sitting on a chair by my door. There was a chair by my door, and he had a hood on, and he was sitting by the door. And at my foot of the bed, there was a little guy with smoking a cigar and a top hat. He would be smoking a cigar. And what else? Oh, and there was an Indian sitting at the window, you know, squatted at the window. All these things that he described to me are Spanish African. What do they call them? You know, these are people who, you know, you ever heard of brujeria or black magic, white magic, whatever, spiritualism? What was it called? Spiritualism. Well, it's something that Spanish people do. They go and they get, I forget what it's called, where they burn candles and shit like that. It's a Spanish ritual type of thing. And all these entities that he's talking about are basically what Africans and Hispanics chant to, or work with doing these spells and magic. These guys, they were all in my room. They protecting me, I suppose. I guess I had these guys protecting me. I don't know. I don't know what they are, but they call it spiritual, whatever, spiritualism, some bullshit like that. Anyway, but that's a throwback Thursday thing that I wanted to talk about. I know it took a little long, and you probably got bored with me stopping here and there, but listen, that's the way it is, And I've always had that sixth sense, like knowing when my brother was going to call me, or my sisters needed me, or my mom. Like you pick up the phone, and before it rang, and you knew your brother or your mother or somebody was on the other line. They would say, "How did you know I was on the line? It didn't even ring yet." I said, "I don't know. I just felt it. I had that sixth sense of feeling, I just know. Sometimes I know that my phone might click because I'm getting an email. Like I feel it's coming. An email might be coming now. If it happens, I'm gonna freak out. I feel like somebody's gonna text me in a minute. But those things like that type of thing, or my brother's gonna call me or something, that's what I feel. Anyway, I don't want to bore you no more. That's it, So I'm gonna close off with this what do you call it? Sleep paralysis and ghost stories that I told you. But that's the way it is. That's what I've been experiencing all my life, I mean, I've never seen a ghost, but well, maybe I have. Maybe those things were ghosts. I don't know. But I used to be a ghost hunter. I used to ghost hunt for a while. I was into it, stuff like that, But hey, I can't find nobody to ghost hunt. Plus, I don't ghost hunt in New York City because nobody's scared of ghosts here. Ghosts don't bother people in New York City. We got the attitudes, it's like, get the fuck out of here type of shit,
Here I am on my favorite bench on my favorite street. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of things. I ran around like a chicken with my head cut off. And I finally got a few things done. Let me tell you, money's no good anymore. Forget about it. Money's only paper. Yeah, so, you have $100 in your pocket, you wind up with 2 cents. That's the way it's going. So anyway, I just want to keep in touch, keeping you updated. I ran around. I went to get my medicine. I had to get my phone charged. I took the wrong charger cord with me this morning, and I messed it up. I almost died. My phone almost died, but I caught it on time. I went to my people there and my phone company, and they charged it for me a little bit, but I couldn't wait. Yeah, too many people in there. Oh my God, phone companies are some kind of racket. So anyway, well, listen, I got a phone call or whatever I got, and I gotta check it. I'll see you guys in a little while. I'm keeping in touch. All right, later.
Anyway, listen, I love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and favorite, you bastards. And I'll be talking to you guys very soon. Okay, love you. Take care. Ciao for now.